Great. So yeah, please share more about your seeking story.
I guess I think I've always been kind of an intuitive person. I think I just have the past prior to like spiritual seeking, I'm still trying to get back into my body, if that makes sense. Like, what's what you say, like a workaholic, I would say. I think just, I just became very like disconnected, I want to say, from my body and stuff like the last maybe, I don't even know when it started, but I started to recognize that about, went on, I guess, 3 years now. And then I just had a lot of stuff come up to where it was like so many different things were happening at once. And I'm just like, that just made me take a pause and like, what the hell is happening in my life? What am I doing? What, I'm a counselor and I work with teenagers. And I didn't realize how much stuff I was taking on of other people's, I guess I want to say, and just kind of like, I think mentally and emotionally, I was kind of like able to kind of like process it or journal and stuff like that. But as far as like spiritually and stuff, I think it was just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just taking on all this stuff plus stuff I thought I had maybe um resolved before with my own trauma and stuff before. Um but yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like I think that's kind of what resonated with me with your thing of just of like seeking, seeking, seeking. And I do feel like all the answers are within us. I just have like a monkey brain most of the time. So ADD brain most of the time where I'm just like, I'll be trying to meditate. And I've been getting a little bit better with it, but then I'm like, I don't know. It's almost like I'm waiting for some answer that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
So how long have you been seeking for?
um, I think I go in spurts. I feel like it's been like for several years, but really probably the past going on, I'd say the last 2 years for sure, like pretty intensely.
Okay.
And in the past, I unexpectedly lost my job in March. So now I think it was like one of those, before I was just kind of like in shock because I think I'd been working so much and for so long. Like I'd been at the place for 17 years. And so it was just complete, kind of came out of nowhere. And well, I say it came out of nowhere. I had been thinking about leaving anyway. Just I think our values didn't align anymore. And so I think it was like a blessing in disguise now, probably because it was like a big kick from the universe. Like, you're never going to do this on your own, so just do it. um,
Hmm.
so I feel like I can see that now. But yeah, so definitely since March, like I feel like I've definitely been on this like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing with my life kind of a thing.
Right, right. Yeah. Your face is kind of getting cut
Oh,
off. I
sorry.
can't. Okay.
I put it on this like thing.
Okay. Um, okay, and so what kind of stuff have you done? Um,
um, I've done a lot of I guess meditation. I've done that stuff. Um, I've just been doing like a lot of like reading, research, I don't know, listening to different people. Um, TikTok, which is kind of like, which I never was big on TikTok. And then I got on this thing to where I started getting more of the spiritual stuff, which I thought was like kind of resonating with me sometimes, sometimes not. But YouTube, like, I don't know, just different things going to, I've done a lot of like, well, I had already started doing a lot of somatic work, which I think has been helpful as far as just getting back in tune with my body. So, because I was working so much and stuff that it's almost like I wasn't even realizing my shoulders were so up here until like it was like really painful. Um, and so, like those kind of things. But um, yeah, I mean, I feel like I have done all this, like, but I'm still at the same place sometimes. I mean, I guess I would, I'm not, I don't know, I'm not still at the same place. I do feel like I'm more grounded, I want to say, and just more, I don't know. But I still feel like in this seeking kind of a mode, if that makes sense. Like I'm still like I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind
Yeah.
of like flip-flop back and forth because I'm like, I know kind of like I think it resonated with me with what you're talking about. Everything is like right here, right now. I don't think you said those words, but just something similar to that. And um, I don't know. I think I also was like reading all this stuff about the Kundalini awake and then the third eye stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if my third eye is open. Is that a thing? Is it not a thing? Is it a myth? Like, I don't know. I think that's
Yeah.
where I get kind of like going back and because sometimes they'll resonate with me and then other times I'm like in this like question, like just confusion and um, I don't know,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So
So what are you seeking for?
um I guess just to like my life purpose, maybe. Um to be more back in tune with my intuition. Um I feel like I kind of like disconnected from my intuition a little bit when I was pregnant. Because I was like an emotional mess when I was pregnant. This was like, geez, now 17 years ago. But um that it was almost one of those things, it caused so much like issues with people because I think I was just like, and obviously my first time being pregnant, I didn't know what to expect, but my emotions were kind of like everywhere. And at the time, I don't think I had known, I wasn't able to differentiate like intuition from my like emotions, if that makes sense. Like, um, and so yeah, I was kind of like a roller coaster then. So much so that I think like then I just started like maybe doubting my was probably wasn't intuition, but I was thinking it was intuition, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so I kind of disconnected in that way from it.
Okay.
And so that's what I've been trying to do. It's just really like getting back into my body, being able to like make better decisions. I guess decisions that resonate with me, not, um, I definitely, for the past several years, I've worked on the people pleasing thing. Um, I'm a caretaker by nature, I guess. So I'm also like trying to like put my needs, like recognize my own needs and wants. If that
Mhm.
makes sense. Versus
Yeah.
like take doing it after everybody else's. So,
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. So, the purpose of these sessions is to guide you into a direct experience of the
okay.
truth that I keep saying is right here. Okay. So, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to ask you some questions now, and you're
Okay.
welcome to answer me with words, but I'll also just invite you to see where it takes you on a
Okay.
non-conceptual level, right?
Okay.
Just an experiential level. Because some of the
Okay.
questions won't really have answers to them. It's more about where it takes you, but feel free to talk and ask questions and respond naturally as well.
Okay.
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 All right. So let's just start by taking a couple long, slow breaths in and out. Just letting the shoulders drop, letting the body soften. Feeling your body supported by the earth beneath you. And just in this very moment, what's here without any effort?
What do you mean?
What's here without any effort?
Me, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. What else is here without any effort on your part?
peace. I guess I feel like at peace at the moment.
Okay.
In this like moment right now, I guess I want to say.
Okay. Yeah. Does it take any effort to hear the sounds around you?
No.
Yeah. Does it take any effort to see the objects in front of you?
Mm-mm.
Does it take any effort to just be alive in this moment?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much everything is here
Mm-hmm.
without effort, you know? The heart's beating, the blood's circulating, breakfast is being digested, the sun's rising and falling. It's all just happening without any effort, right? There's no mini Kellee somewhere spinning a wheel, making sure that you stay alive for the next minute.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all just here. So if you go right now to your experience of sound, just notice the sounds around you. And without referencing thought, can you find what it is that's hearing the sounds just in this moment?
My first thought came like was ear, but then I was like, me? I don't know.
Yeah. What's hearing through the ear? What's the sound being received by?
Me. But then what is me?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Well,
trying not to think too deep about it. So,
okay.
which is
That's
hard for
okay.
me. So I'm like, okay, don't think about it. Just say whatever comes up. But
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with that then. So,
okay.
so just in your direct experience, can you find a boundary between the sounds and the one that hears the sounds?
Yes.
What's the
In a
boundary?
sense of like my physical body, I want to say, is the boundary.
But if you just go to the experience of sound right now,
Okay.
what's the difference between the sound and the one that hears the sound?
Receiving versus doing. I don't know if that makes
Mhm,
sense. But
mhm. But that's a thought. That's
right.
like
Okay.
a labeling from the mind. So if you don't go to thought and you just go to like the raw experience of sound right now, can you find a boundary between the sound and the hearer of that sound?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Thought will say the sound is out there and I'm
Right.
somewhere in here listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you take the thought out of it, there's only hearing, right? There's not sound and hearer.
Right.
There's just a seamless experience of hearing. Do you
Yeah.
see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're really like just going just to what is, like just in this moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So now let's just connect with the feeling of your hands. So just notice the sensation of your hands, your still hands. The,
Don't move them around. Just like
just keep them still. Yeah.
okay.
Just the tingly feeling. I mean, you can move them around if you want to, whatever. But just notice the sensation there. And just in this moment, what is it that's feeling the sensation of your hands?
I don't know. Like I want to say me, but then I was like, that's my thinking part of it.
Yeah, good. And can you find a boundary between the sensation of the hands and the one that feels?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just go to the experience of vision now.
Okay.
Just notice the objects in front of you. You don't have to stare at the screen if you just look at an object.
Okay.
And what is it that's just in this moment? What is it that's seeing the object?
My first thought is always keeps coming to me, but that's obviously just a label too.
Yeah, it's okay. So if you go right now to your direct experience of I,
Mm-hmm.
of me, what exactly are you referencing when you say I? Just in this moment, what is I?
My Kellee, the soul inside me, or inside the physical body, I guess, is the way I have viewed it. But
Mhm. But those are thoughts that you learned from the
right,
past.
right.
Just in this moment, what is I? What is that experience right now?
It feels like an energy, I guess I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
And
I am nothing and everything at the same time.
yeah, good. Yeah. Can you like pinpoint a location to where this I exists?
My chest. I don't even know why that is coming to my head, but it's just another like thinking part too. I don't know.
Yeah. Why the chest?
Around like my heart center is what I guess I want to say. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Then you step on a piece of Lego and you feel it in your foot.
Right, right. Yeah.
So where's the center? Where's the exact location?
Wherever you're experiencing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that could be anyone, a number of those things, right? Like I feel like
Yeah.
just like if I fell on my arm, I would experience it there.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so does this one that experiences, does it have a form?
I guess I think of the physical form of the body.
Mm-hmm. But the one that sees the physical form of the body, does that have a form?
No.
Yeah.
It just feels like a shapeless, like energy, I guess I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. And what knows that?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm not sure what.
It's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm like, I have no idea where.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's hard to
exactly.
not use like words with your brain, I guess I want to say. Like, I feel like sometimes that even in meditation, that's the hardest part for me to shut, like just stop talking or
Yeah.
something with the brain.
So let's just drop all the words right now then.
Okay.
If you just take away the words
Hmm.
and just feel into this space that's here when you remove the language and you just unlabel everything. What's here without language?
I would say energy, form, but all that stuff is words too. So, and
Mhm.
labels.
Yeah. So let those words go as well, because energy is just a label. Yeah. What's here without that word?
Sensation, I guess I want to say. Or like senses.
Mhm. So even let go of those words and take away the past and the future. And just in this moment, what do you believe? If you can't reference the past or the future, what do you believe right now?
About what?
What's your belief right now? Do you have a belief? Try to find a belief just in this moment without referencing the past.
I am safe is what came to mind. I guess I don't know. I'm at peace.
Yeah. Who is at peace? So what is I? Who is the I?
The soul, the energy in me, in my physical body.
Where is that though? Where is the soul? Outside of thought, where is the soul?
I don't know. It's like a feeling, I guess I want to say. The experiencer or
Mhm. And so what are you without that concept of the experiencer?
nothing and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what just comes to my mind.
Is that what you're experiencing? Or are those just things that you've remembered?
I feel like it's something I'm experiencing because I think because I don't feel the boundaries of it when I don't go to those words, or it could be anything and everything and nothing. I guess I want to say is what kind of like.
Yeah. So what's between nothing and everything?
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I've been like
Good.
looking
Good.
for.
Stay in that I don't know.
Okay.
Stay in that I don't know. Because your mind is slowing down right now.
Okay.
Your thoughts are, is this your experience?
Mm-hmm.
There's a silence that's kind of starting to grow slightly louder. Do you sense it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's subtle.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a label. It doesn't have a location. It doesn't have a form to grasp. It's only the directness of what's here just now. Letting go of the past and the future. And just coming into an intimacy with only what you're facing. It's here effortlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Always. Is anything missing from this moment?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what if there's no next? What if the next is just a thought?
You'll be fine. Like this feels peaceful.
Yeah.
A deeper kind of peace. I don't know what I was experiencing earlier. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
there's like a stillness, I guess I want to say.
Yeah. Exactly. A settling,
Yeah.
or even like a home feeling sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right when you were saying that to slow down and like I was like getting deeper into it was like a coming home. It was like that. I felt heavier, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like uh, warmer, heavier. Like I settled into the ground a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like my mind had stopped searching,
Yeah.
which was a good feeling. Good, I like that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah. Because what if, what are you without the need to find something?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's no words for it.
Right. I don't know how to.
There's no labels. People call it no self, the awareness, the consciousness,
Hmm.
enlightenment, whatever. Just words. It's not, yeah,
Right.
it's not a belief. It's not a concept.
It just is.
It just is. Yeah. Could you get out of it?
Yeah. By start thinking things, I guess.
Yeah. But could a thought make it unreal?
No.
Yeah.
I think it could make it feel unreal,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really make it unreal, I guess I want to say.
Yeah. You see how it's always been like this. It's always been here.
Mm-hmm.
And the thoughts, they contain the illusion of the character and the storyline, right? You think of it like we are a book, we are a story, but even a massive book, you still just read one word at a time.
Right.
And that's what I'm pointing to. What is the word right now? What is this now? Because this is the only thing that's real. The story is something that is created through words and language. And because it's so convincing, we begin to operate from that place as if we are these bodies and minds, when in actuality we are the totality of creation in which these body minds play out. But it's
Like,
all happening through language, the
yeah.
story. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, kind of like the thought being like we're all fragments of what God or something. Like, I'm not big into religion, but I think that's what another thing where I was like, I think that resonated a little bit more with me about each of us has like, I don't know. I don't really know what resonates with me. I've never been one for like, I do believe kind of like in higher power in a sense, but um, I don't get into any certain religion. I'm kind of like, I've never been one on that. Like, I just thought that was because
Yeah.
of people being so judgmental in those areas. I was just like, wow, what you guys are speaking of, it's contradictory because why would that look down on other people? You know, kind of a
Yeah.
thing. I think in any religion kind of does that in a sense of like by differentiate by merely by differentiating themselves in a sense. But um,
Yeah. So, what are you without all of your beliefs?
I just am.
Yeah. Does this need a belief
No.
to be here? No. Does this need a big spiritual journey?
Mm-mm.
It's where the journey is happening within. It's so simple. But because we're so addicted to thought and our minds are left brains are so stimulated, we're searching for it in the future.
Mm.
We're searching it through practices, through learning, through concepts, and we're just hoarding all this spiritual knowledge and healing stuff.
Right.
And that's fine. It has its place. I've benefited a lot from healing, and I do healing work professionally, so nothing wrong with that.
Like energy work or something
But
like that.
yeah, I work with Cambo. Do you know what Cambo is?
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a
I just started getting into it's not, but it's not a psychedelic, right?
no, no, it's a detox medicine from a frog, Amazonian frog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've just like in the past couple months of like I was going to do this ayahuasca thing not too long ago. Um, I don't know. I've looked into different things like that, just merely to get my mind to stop for, so I can get being past the whole thinking part. I felt like that's sometimes difficult, even when like meditating yourself, of just
Yeah.
like getting it to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's why like you're constantly with meditation. It's like, yeah, even if you sit for 30 minutes and then the mind slows down for a little bit and then
Hmm.
it starts right back up again. I've
Right.
done long retreats, like 10 days, 17-day silent retreats where you're just meditating. It comes
Oh God.
back. Not doesn't take too long for it to come back. Doesn't take too long for it to be nattering the whole time as well. Like,
I was gonna say I do not feel that'd be like really difficult to do that for that long.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was a psycho. But even now, like even just this, like I've talked to some people. I mean, I don't know what your internal experience is right now, but like people have said that to me, and then I take them through this session, and they're like, "Oh, my thoughts are really quiet right now." Haven't had a thought in a while.
Yeah.
Because
Like
there's
my
something
brain is
that's kind of
like
seen through
slower.
them. Sorry.
I said my brain's definitely like slower. It like had really like, I want to say quiet, slower. So how do you get it to last more permanently? I guess I want to say just like,
Yeah. Well, the big thing is stop going to the future, right?
okay.
Stop
Mm-hmm.
going to the future because that's just imagination. And thought will want to pull you in there so that you keep staying identified,
Mm-hmm.
right? But language is it's all made up. It's just made up words, made up sounds. It's an invention. It's a man-made thing. It's a useful tool, but it's not here to tell us who we are, and it's not here to navigate our entire lives, and it's not here to be the container in which truth is expressed.
Hmm.
You know, we think that if we don't, we need to understand it with words in order to know something,
Right.
but this is here before the words,
That's true.
right?
I do feel like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. What's here before the next thought?
It feels like just stillness and being.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And so just in this moment, where is your identity? Where is Kellee? Where is your story?
I want to say here, but I don't know
Where?
what even mean. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like here with me, but at the same time, like how do you think of that without thinking of like words or
It's just thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's good. We can reference memories. That's fine. I like stories. But where is that story right now?
So how do you think of it of like like the difference between me and you without the stories or words?
Well, we're the same. We are the same. This is this presence that you're, this being that you're in. This is me as well. Everyone is this. But the body and the mind and the appearances are different within it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the
But would
body,
the experiences be different, do you think? Or are we kind of like all the same? We just put labels on it.
well, like we're all the same from this non-dual space.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is the same in animals even as well, but they, you know, they don't have the capacity to be guided there, even though they're probably more present than we are because they're not thinking all the time.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
And same with children, you know. Yeah, before the ego forms. So yeah, I mean, of course, like we've had different the characters have had different experiences, different upbringings, different preferences, different life paths to move towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've studied astrology for 10 years. And so, yeah, I'm not going to deny that there is a story that's playing out from the dualistic perspective, and that there's certain challenges that the person's here to face, certain gifts, certain talents,
Mm.
things that they're here to learn. I'm not denying that, but it only ever happens right now. So it actually doesn't matter what happens in the story. This is not a story. This is
Right.
what is, right? This is the book that contains the story.
Hmm.
And so when I ask you a question like, what's between thought and no thought?
Nothing.
The
Or
mind
still.
can't go there. Exactly. The mind can't go there because the mind thinks in zeros and ones, right? Thought, no thought.
Right.
So some spiritual people say you got to have the positive thoughts. Other spiritual people say you got to have no thoughts. Both are thoughts, though. Both are concepts. Both are pointings in duality. But
Right.
you are the space that contains both. You are already the space that is free for there to be thought, for there to be no thought. So it's not about making the mind still.
Mm-hmm.
It's about not believing in the character that's playing out in thought. So the thoughts can be there. Don't make them the problem. Don't make them
Right.
the enemy, because that just resist it. And that then you're coming at it from the no thought team.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean by that.
Right?
Which I feel like that is very hard.
Yeah. But what are you without that thought?
Being.
Yeah. See how sneaky the mind is?
Right.
It wants to come and make these judgments, these calls. And I get it. I get what you mean, but also let's see through it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Says these absolute statements, and then we believe it. Well, the mind believes it. And then it's just trapped in its prison of its own thoughts and concepts.
Right.
Right. So again, it's not about stopping the mind. It's just about recognizing that it's been like an illusion. It's like when you have a friend that lies to you all the time, or someone that you know that lies to you or exaggerates, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you're going to question what they're saying, right?
Right.
You're going to be like, no, I'm gonna get a second opinion on that. And so
Right.
you can start doing this with thought as well, especially with like the more gross sensations like regret or embarrassment. Those are connected to the past, right? Or things like worry and fear, anxiety about the future, like those kind of heavier feelings.
Mm-hmm.
When you start experiencing those, it can be a really good opportunity to be like, that's my imagination. And now my imagination is infiltrating my nervous system. And then I get these ideas that I got to do all this inner child healing, or I haven't healed enough, or I got to do more ayahuasca or more this and that. And that has its place for sure. But like, you're not going to heal your way to the present moment.
Right.
Because the whole thing was that a lot of not all of it, but like, and if you have trauma, like address that. I'm not saying don't address your trauma, but a lot of the negative, uncomfortable feelings are only appearing because we're believing an imaginary story about the
Right. Whether that's
future.
past or future. Right.
Yeah, that our mind is just creating.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's constantly spinning tails, and it will come up with reasons why you need to believe that. You can if you want, like there's nothing wrong with it either. But
Right.
if like you ask how to stay grounded in this piece, I mean, there's really nothing like, it's not about navigating. It's not about like, this is always going to be like this. Now I'm always going to be in this state.
Right.
It's just like kind of, it's like a softening. It's like a dropping into what's already here, because it's already here.
So it's more like just stopping and recognizing whether that's the past, like stuff coming up, or future, like basically this is just the story that's kind of like going in my mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you can always come back into here, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're typically like when you're having social interactions or when you're busy at work, like that's kind of when the character is the strongest, typically, as this process is unfolding. But when you're just by yourself or you're going for walks or you're cleaning up the house or whatever, just come into this space without language. It's right here. It's right here. And if the mind is wanting to think, it, what can you do, right?
Right.
What
Right.
can you do? You're not choosing it. It's just happening. But
Do you
just
feel like
see
just
through it.
recognizing that has your mind has slowed down some just since like recognizing that part?
Yeah, yeah. Big slow down, but also like the suffering has like it's like, what is there to suffer? The suffering is just mostly a story. Like there can still be pain and challenges, but the
Right.
mental suffering and the worries and the concerns and the regrets and the like, it's just a story. Like, and give it time. Give it 6 months, give it 12 months to unfold slowly. It doesn't have to. Sometimes people like see it like that and then they just shift right away. But for the most part, and I mean, you're a counselor, right? So like, I'm sure you already have a pretty, you know, you're familiar with like thoughts and
Yeah.
internal workings and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of like one of those things of just like I've recognized like getting outside myself, like a third person almost, and being like, "What are you doing?" Like almost like what would I tell someone else to do?
Yeah. But that's also a thought though,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting outside of yourself. It's like I heard you know, like some of these people being like, you got to be able to control your mind. You got to be able to control your mind, stop it when you need to stop it. But it's like, but the one that is controlling the mind is also the mind.
Right. Right.
It's both, right? Like who is the one
Mhm.
that controls the mind and who is the mind? It's like just a game that you're never going to win. Like you just have to see through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have so much conditioning, right? And this is a story too. But
Hmm.
in the story, it can take some time to unfold as you come more into the clarity. But think about it more of like sobering up.
Okay.
Sobering up from the story of the character, from the identity, from this timeline,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
Because again, it's fine to have a story,
Right.
but take the story away and what's left?
Yeah.
What's left is the only thing that's real. The only, like, it's what we're talking about is like the most obvious, self-evident thing
Yeah.
that could ever be in your experience, the most intimate thing just now.
Hmm.
You know, it's been there your whole life, but we call it enlightenment and we give it these grandiose names and expectations and we do practices to search for it in another moment, but it's just been hiding in plain sight the whole time.
Right. I do feel like more of a stillness. My mind is wanting to go and like put words to things, but
Yeah.
I'm trying not to because I recognize that with, and I do feel like the more you try to stop something or control something, the more like more intense it becomes. I guess I want to say.
Yeah. And I like how you're noticing, like you're saying, like my mind wants to do this rather than I want to do this. Like you see
Yeah.
how it's just a pattern that's appearing.
Hmm.
You're not so identified in this moment. You see the comings and goings and the
Yeah.
patterns. And it's like, yeah, the mind will want to grasp for it, right? But there's
Hmm.
what are you going to grasp? There's nothing to grasp. That it's
Right.
already right here.
Right.
There's nothing to find, right? And just the act of grasping, trying to grasp something, just takes you back into the illusion.
Hmm.
Because the mind believes there's
Regardless of
something to
which one you
grasp.
grasp at, right? So it's like no matter what thought you grasp at, it's going to take you to an illusion. One kind of an illusion, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because the mind can only think in duality, right?
Hmm.
But what's here right now that doesn't have an opposite?
The present, like just being.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you can't know something if there's no opposite.
Right.
There's no distinction there. But it's here. Like it's
Hmm.
undeniably here. So it can feel like a paradox for the mind, but actually there is no paradox. It's just even
Right.
paradox is a invented word. There's
Right.
only what is, right?
So the substance you work with, like a detox, what does that do?
So it's a frog secretion. It enters the body through the lymphatic system
Hmm.
and it makes the person feel sick for about 20, 25 minutes. typically they throw up or they need to use the toilet. It's to release energy. And yeah, it has a whole bunch of healing bioactive peptides that our bodies have receptors for. And when it hits the body, it functions in this really interesting synergistic way,
Oh,
where it's like just pushes on all of these different buttons to reset like the nervous system. It balances serotonin and dopamine, reduces inflammation, improves digestion, reduces pain. Yeah, it's really good for like, I typically tend to attract like clients who have like anxiety or depression, or they're wanting like a nervous system reset, or they get like panic attacks, or they want to heal like a breakup, or it's more emotional situations I tend to attract. But it can also be used to cure autoimmune diseases, including Lyme disease, and to help detox after cancer treatments. And
oh.
yeah. Um, yeah, so it's super helpful. It's
So
like
how do
antifungal, antibacterial, good for the immune system, all of that.
right.
Yeah.
So how would I like try that? Do I
Where are you located?
Ohio?
Ohio. Um, well, I have a really good friend who serves in Arizona, if you ever go down there. But
Are
no,
you in the States at all, or are you in
I'm in Vancouver. I'm in
Oh,
Canada.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you ever come up here, you're welcome to. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be some Cambo facilitators in your neighborhood, or
Oh,
maybe your
okay. Just
state
look
or
up
something.
like Cambo facilitator or
Yeah. Cambo. Yeah. Kambo.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
How often do people do it? Like,
It depends. Like it for the first time, I do typically recommend to do 3 sessions in a short period of time, and then you can work really deep with the medicine, especially if you have a like a bigger intention, or you just feel like you want to reset, you feel like you just want to like leave something in the past.
mine's
Um,
more, I guess, is the nervous system reset because I feel like
yeah.
I've done a lot of work mentally and emotionally, but for some reason, like, they say the body keeps score. Like, I do still feel like in my body. And so sometimes I'll be like, if I'm not being aware, I think it starts to creep back up in my like experience, I guess I want to say, but then I know I'm like, no, this is just in my body that it
Yeah.
almost has to be like where I'm like always feeling tense and nervous, but I know there's nothing to feel tense and nervous about.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure Cambo is really like after pretty much every session I'm like the person says they feel really calm and they feel like really grounded. This year I've worked with a couple people like who've had amazing transformations from doing 3 within a week. This one guy who's like in his mid 40s, he's been in fight or flight since like he was a child basically. His dad was like really hard on him, and he sat with me for Cambo, and like he would get like panic attack, like mini panic attacks like 20 times a day, like freaking out, like, oh my God, I lost the dog, or be at the grocery store, like, where's my daughter? Like, and just go through these really worst case scenarios and like go from 0 to 10, like in cortisol levels and stuff. And the emotional reactivity went like way down to the point where he even needed like some integration support with like the new relaxed nervous system that he had. So
Right.
he took to it really well. Like I can't promise that that will be for
Right.
you for sure. Like it's not for everyone, but yeah, it definitely has a lot of really great potential if you're ready to sit through 20 minutes of discomfort.
Which I think is worth it to get like
It is.
your
Yeah,
body out of it. Cause
it
I think
is.
I started somatic work, but I feel like it's like there just needs to be a reset or something. 'Cause it definitely is. I think since childhood, I've just always been like on this like hyper vigilance and
Yeah.
which I've done a lot of work for mentally and emotional part of that is just getting it out of my physical body, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and being like a natural caretaker, and like, and obviously, typically people like that are more sensitive. They can feel other
Yeah, I can definitely,
people.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely pick up on other people's stuff. And I'm definitely much better about recognizing what's mine and what someone else's, but it's still like, that's a mental and emotional thing. Cause then I still like feel it, I guess I want to say like physically. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just like, get off me or like get out of me. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Or if I ever come up to Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah. Most welcome. Most welcome.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good, good.
Yeah. Any questions or anything you want to share?
No, my mind definitely has like, I want to say slowed down, and maybe just like it doesn't feel like a monkey brain at the moment.
Yeah.
Like going from this thought, this thought, this thought, this thought. Like I don't say it's void of thoughts, but at least like I'm recognizing them when they're coming in versus
Yeah.
just taking it on as me, maybe, or something like,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a good feeling, definitely.
It is. Yeah. There's a groundedness, like a stillness that opens up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pause this.